Let me be myself. I know it's tough to exist here. Not every smile I see is happy. Not every tear indicates sadness. But if I'm born, I got the power in my soul to deal with things, to acknowledge the shifts and turns, the ups and downs, the fate and karma, the destiny and tragedy, the more and more to come. I know it's not the same as what I see, but there's no assurance what you see is true. So just let me be by myself. Let me take chances. Let me fall several times and get up again. Let me make mistakes, a lot of mistakes, and make it up by myself. Let me be happy at a moment and sad the other moment. It's all fine. Human nature. Let me do it my way. You lived, you survived. I know. You went through all these stuff and know what's right and what's not. But that's your individual experience, I say. You lived it your way. Let me live it my way. Let me create a memory of my own. Just let me be me. Let me be by myself. Let me be an individual existence. Just let me. He says he loves me truly. He says he means it. I'm at the dining waiting for him to have dinner with. He comes back home with his tie held loose. Day must have been very hectic, I say. Will ask. Is all that he says and heads to the room. I ask him for dinner and as usual says he's already done. A moment later he calls out my name and I rush back to see if everything's okay. He's already in bed, maybe of the tiring day. I finish up all my chores and then lay down next to him and breathe relaxation. After all, household work is no less. As I struggle to sleep because of my headache and I'm hungry too, there comes a sudden pull, an uneasy force to move my body. I stop him, telling about my health, and all he hears is yes for sex. I stop him again, and this time, maybe he heard. After all, he loves me, right? He stares at me steadily and says you're meant to do that. My bad. He didn't hear it this time too. I expected some care and a forehead kiss to sleep though. He says he's tired and needs it badly. I say no again. He didn't care much of my words and angrily gets forced in me, grabs me, tears me apart. My heart's wrecked. My head's about to burst. Tears flow through my eyes. I lay there better than a dead body would have. He struggles to make it more better, signs me every way possible, and then moves aside, being terribly harsh, but quite satisfied with his desires. I lay there with my eyes wide open, felt I had a rape. But as he was my husband, it wasn't termed rape. It happens most often, but yes, he says he loves me. He loves me a lot. My bad, he loves me. My bad, he loves me a lot. Few things are never meant to be. Things since few days are different. You say the sky isn't clear anymore. The chirping of the birds that you once enjoyed annoys you now. The coffee mug that we always fought for is what you give up so easily these days. The often hugs and kisses have turned to seldom touch of our lips now. I barely see the spark in your eyes that once was the main arousing thing I saw. Your lips no more tell me hidden mysteries, they look dull to me now. The Sunday plans that we ever had is somehow ignored with maybe next Sunday. The late night movies and balcony views are replaced by I had a tough day today. The sleep hugs are nothing but mere touch it seems. The goodnight kiss is though just a good night now. And you say you wonder what's wrong these days. I say the sky is still clear, the birds still chirp the same tune they did before. The fight for the coffee mug can get tough, and seldom touched can turn to be the best of all. The spark once lost can be found, and hidden mysteries can still be told. The Sunday plans can be on, and the late nights can still be done. The hugs can turn to be the best, and the good night can still be replaced. And there's you still wondering what's wrong these days. Not to make you wonder more, I'll tell you the reason behind it all. There's nothing wrong in you and me, and neither the ways we are supposed to be. The fault is in the destiny for which we are never meant to be. To be forever will still be there, just that it isn't you and me. So stop wondering what's wrong with you and me and accept the fact few things are never meant to be. This is about a boy who wanted you to listen to him. I wish I could live. I wish you heard me. Boys don't cry. Be a man. Are you afraid? So funny. You got balls, bro. Get over it. I've grown up hearing these the whole time. I'm pretty sure all guys have. You know, one time when I was a 6-year-old kid, a classmate of mine took my eraser and didn't return it. I asked for it helplessly as I knew what my mom would do to me if I went home with my box and had no eraser in it. My classmate denied. She denied ever having taken it. After lots of failed attempts, I had to let go because her tears were educationally accepted. Mine wasn't. I had a similar scenario when I was 19, but this time it was for the turn in the queue at a hospital. I was standing patiently in the queue for my turn to come when suddenly someone taps my shoulder. I turned back only to find out a girl in her 20s asking me to pass on my turn to her as her pain was unbearable. I didn't hesitate and at one go stepped behind and let her pass on. But as I stood there behind her, all that ran through my mind was, would anybody do it for me? All I got as an answer was, her pain was socially accepted. Mine wasn't. Today, as I pen down my last letter to my family, I note, Dad, I wish you let me cry the day I lost my eraser and had to let go just because she cried, so that Dad, I could tell you how bad I felt to not get back my own thing. I wish you put ointment in my bruises, then just say it's okay, boys grow that way, so that Dad, I could have the courage to tell that lady in the hospital how badly my stomach ached. I wish the society heard my part of the story too, so that you knew it wasn't me who threatened her, and it was me who was harassed. I wish I was not already pictured as a molester by our relatives just because I am a boy. I wish I could cry, justify, show my pain, validate my reasons, scream over the top of my voice and do anything possible to live. Just as she does to get me punished. I wish I could fight for myself, but Mom, I'm tired, I'm betrayed, I'm judged, I'm already a criminal. Mom, I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to be heard. I want the people to hear me out when I'm still here and not gone. I wish the criminal was chosen based on the crime and not the gender. The only path I see now to prove my innocence, Mom, thus I chose. I wish I could live. I wish you heard me. I am no less than a soldier. In this world full of agony and chaos, I got no important existence of mine. I run and fall, try and crawl, just not because I go and save the world. Sometimes it's about myself. I save myself. To the comparison of me to a soldier, it's really not a talk considered and maintained. But do think about it. Don't you fight for your existence? Don't you fight against your pain, anger, society blames, family pressures, and maybe, just maybe, against your rebellious lover? The day I started crying without a sound peeped out in a closed room, or maybe the shower's on just to not let anyone know about it, was the day I finally grew up. Mentally prepared, strong-hearted, with a good sense of humor. May not be totally, but partially for sure. I learned to live in this world. We all living in this world to fight. Some for the individual existence, some for the peace of mind, some for the peace in this world. I'm a creature born to live, learn to let live, and yes, I'm no less than a soldier.